today, I'm going to vlog what a day looks like for us creating content here at the Headman House. So I'll go over our short form process. I'll kind of just maybe video what we do, what it looks like, and then I'll video and show you how I just upload everything, edit it, export it, post it, etc. And then maybe a couple extra steps, a couple extra things that we're doing. I'll throw Jaden in there as well. Jaden is running emails and he's doing all sorts of other things with the community and the group. And then basically I'll probably try to sneak in, hop in, and sneak some footage of Casey. I specifically and especially want to highlight what actually is going into all this and how it kind of looks and how it's made possible for other people to consume and kind of check out all this content and be a part of these other things. I mean, anybody can do this. If you put in the work and the time, and if you start, there's got to be something you're good at and something you can elaborate on and something you can share so everybody can kind of get a piece of your knowledge. And, at the end of the day, you walk away with a little bit of cash in your pocket and, you make a living from it. So that's what basically, I started investing in all this stuff, and, one thing led to another, and here we are. And that's all a product of me starting. It's all a product of Casey starting, Jaden. It's all a product of everybody starting at some point in something they have believed in or something that they're passionate about. So, and then things came full circle and come full circle. Oh! We're just going to do this.
Do what?
I don't know. We're just...
I don't know. I don't even have contacts in, so I can't see.
Yeah, but this is the man himself.
Maybe I'll tell them if the mic is on. I'll tell them this. I've been sicker than a dog for the past 3 days, and you can even tell in my voice that I sound like shit, and my nose is all runny. And I was in Vegas partying, and then I think the alcohol to my immune system. And then I come home, and I am sick as hell. I probably have a sinus infection, but I'm getting a little better every day. But I still film my 4 shorts a day and my 1 long form a day because I'm not a...
But that's what we'll do, is we'll just kind of pick a spot, set up right here. The last couple weeks we'll just set up right here, and then we'll...
Are you vlogging right now? So?
Yeah, it's going.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, we'll just set up right here.
We set up here every day, and we pretty much dominate the entire market because we rely on speed of execution. And I'm going to tell you what, if you're good at what you do, you can wear whatever. This tank top is 10 years old, and I slept in it. And you best believe that's what I'm wearing on my shorts today. And they're all going to still do 500 likes plus because they crush.
And that's just it. Dude, that's the thing, is all these people say, they have all these, they have such a hard, complicated process for all this. And literally all we do is set up and shoot. We're going to shoot this right at the kitchen island here.
Yeah.
And we're going to have this all put out by the end of the night. And then we'll repeat it the next day.
Yeah, and most people just have way too many steps in the process to get it to post. I've seen other content creators or influencer people, and by the time they shoot something, they need an audio guy to do this, a video guy to do this. They need a guy to sync them together to do post-production. And then they got to send it to some other person that's titling it. And it's by the time they get it out, it's 3-4 days. It's we need speed of execution, and we need shit done now, right? There's TikTok people dancing and shit. There's all this content being out there. You don't have time to make everything perfect anymore. Maybe if this was 2018 you did, but nowadays, dude, there's so much more people doing this that you need volume and speed like a bodybuilder. Volume, you need every workout done. That's what I believe. You got to just get good at what you do. Mm-hmm. I mean, just like you with video, you did video now for years and years. And it's not like you switched and went into something else. You just kept doing video.
Right.
So that's the key to it. And then, yeah, with this, obviously building a community or building a product or getting people to want to stay, it's hard as hell. And obviously we got to brainstorm every single day new ways. I mean, I just made a new video for my website page for the community yesterday, and it seems to be converting well. But you know, it's a bitch too. You got to constantly keep tweaking and making sure shit's good, and it's tough. And I also think too, like, I mean, this is just my belief. And maybe you might have different of opinion on this, but this is kind of what I believe from a brand point is like the best way as a content creator to scale your content and like if people are watching this for to help with their business, I'd rather just give them the truth, even though this isn't your typical motivator, hustler, whatever type content they listen to for business. The truth is, you almost don't really want to give a whole lot of about your current subscriber and follower base. You need to be a little bit more selfish with it. It's you against the machine or you against the algorithm. And it's like every day when I wake up, I am playing a game against the algorithm. How does this title work? How will the algorithm take this topic? How will it distribute? Who are the new people it's going to send it to? It's like I'm playing a video game. It's just me against the computer.
Yeah.
So like that's part of it too, I think, where people are like, well, how's the current audience responding to it, and how are the haters or the negative comments? It's like, I really don't give a if the subscriber count's going up, I'm doing it right, and that's all there is to it. Be what the other women are doing. A lot of times what will happen is they have a preconceived notion in their head of what a guy who has strong characteristics or a high sexual market value looks like and acts like. So because of that, if you show women proof that you're already attracting other women, especially on a romantic interest level, what's going to happen is her hardwiring is naturally going to gravitate toward the selling. But you don't have to worry about any of that shit. You're just trying to create the hype and get them into that wanting to see what's on the other side of this. If you do that, it'll all work.
What are you telling him to do?
Email. You got to email like it's your last day on earth. Or none of that, because then they have to identify already with if they have good habits or bad habits. Without me helping, it's just going to take tweaks.
Repetition.
What are you doing?
I'm sending out an email to let all these guys know that this is what they need to click on because this is where you need to be.
So like for example, there's never a need to.
So basically, right now, Casey's just kind of telling Jaden how to write out email, form email.
Words where they go, what the fuck is behind this link? And if you do that with all of them, what happens is email rates open because
the number one problem is that if you start this stuff, you need to keep track of all your files. You need to keep track of where these things are going and where they're being placed. And if you're going to be saving them, which I would highly recommend, why wouldn't you? Like, is that in your daily ops? Like, these are daily ops. And this is also something that should be said. If you're doing this stuff for somebody else, this is part of your job. And so, like, this all goes into the cost of what they're paying you as well. 100%. That's how this should work. And I think this is a lot of the stuff that nobody talks about. It's because this is all the behind the scenes stuff that nobody sees. This is when people go, oh, well, you make some videos. Yeah, this is how it's done. When you open your phone and you're mindlessly scrolling, somebody out there is doing this stuff right here, and you're able to see all that crap because somebody's doing all this shit. And I'm not saying this is like rocket science, but like it's a full step daily operative process. First thing I'll do is after done shooting, I will put all the files onto my hard drive, which I have a folder titled short form shooting days, and I'll put everything into the month that we shot it. So I have a folder month by month. Today is August 30th, so I'll just create a new folder, title it, today's date. I'm just going to type in some BS right now just to move quicker. And I will then drag all the files that I just shot, sort them by name, or kind, sorry. And when you sort them by kind and then click show all, it eliminates from having to see all the XLM files, and you can kind of just see the clip numbers and where you shot. And then I'll drag all the videos that we shot into the folder, title with the date and all that other stuff. So on top of all of that, Then I'll just go into this folder on my hard drive, and through the whole day, I'll just drag and drop the next file into the editor, into Final Cut Pro, and then I'll edit that out and then export the file to my desktop, and then I'll actually airdrop it to my phone, and then I'll throw the captions onto the video from my phone. I know some people probably do it differently, or maybe they'll do it like on their desktop. I honestly can like do this stuff on the fly too, so I'll just airdrop the video to my phone, even like maybe a couple of them. So then that way, if I'm on the move or if I need to go do something, I can actually just do this all from my phone right here. I can position things how I want to on the Captions app editor, and then I will export it when it's all good and to go. And then I'll actually send it to Casey. He'll watch the video so he can see it himself. I'll just text it to him. And then he will send me back a title, which I have my messages linked to my computer. So that way I can just copy the title, exact word for word, character for character, right into the titles on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. So then if like I were to go here, create, post, I can drag the video over here. I can select it. I can format it to whichever format I want, so 9:16, and then we'll just rip it, and that's how that's done. So then after the final file is airdropped back to my computer, I will then place that into a Google Drive folder where we house all the files. That way, every video that we've ever made and every raw clip is also saved. And then I also have, so we have 3 folders. We have raw file, we have edited version without captions, and edited version with captions. So yeah, that's basically kind of a rough wrap on what we kind of do. It's very rough, but obviously there's some good insight in there, even from Casey. Like, so that's kind of what it sounds like when you're just bouncing around, or we're bouncing around in the house here, doing this every day. I mean, we don't just sit here and talk about all this BS, or he doesn't just sit here and talk about all this BS about relationships and dating and all that stuff. Like, but yeah, hopefully there's some good insight in this video, and then you enjoyed watching it. So I'll try to do more of these, or different versions if we're gonna go somewhere and do something, or I'll try to highlight all that too. So thanks for tuning in.